Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for the time of June, late June, July, and we are in the zodiac sign of Cancer. The element is water, emotions, lots of emotions running riot, and you are in your 8th house, which is the house of receivership. It's also the house of taboos, sex, drugs, all those sorts of things that in our cultures we tend to keep on the down low. We don't really discuss them. It's a personal matter, I guess. But all these different aspects will rise to the surface for you this month. Your energy is Page of Wands. So if you're waiting on news about something that you want to start, begin, here it comes with the Page of Wands. It's very, very positive. It's action. It's about nurturing that seed that you planted and you need to feed and grow it. But it sort of spells good news is on its way. Lots of action, lots of things happening. So that's really a positive way to start for you, Sag. It's a Wands card, so it's one of your own elements. So fire. Let's see what's on the agenda for you, Sagittarian people. Where you are right now. 4 of Wands, house and home. Just enjoying being around the home. Finding things about the home that we kind of maybe neglect the other months of the year, other parts of the year, and then suddenly this month you go, I want to do that, I want to paint this, I want to refurbish, but it's also, moreover, the deeper meaning of it is just feeling really quite settled where you are. And home can be anywhere, especially to Sagittarians. They will travel anywhere and make their place that home, even if it's for 2 nights. It's their home because they understand travel and movement and going to different places, but still having your home or that feeling of home with you. So nice card to start. What's influenced this to come in and will influence the rest of the reading? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So talking about receivership, there we have money coming in, money being available for all that you want to do, especially with this good news coming through. There's sort of a sign there that this is going to be quite good in terms of making money for you. It may be a new side job you've got. It might be something that you want to sort of do along with your day job. And it's sort of giving you that green light to go, okay, it's a new beginnings card, as all aces are, but it actually really is very, very good for starting and having that enthusiasm to move forward, indicating to you you've got all the resources you need to start. Okay, lovely card, Sag. Let's have a look at what was happening in May and June. The Hanging Man, going with the flow, just cruising along, seeing the world from a different perspective, learning patience as well, and just, going with whatever's going, rather than he's not trying to get upright whilst he's hanging from the tree upside down. He's just going with it. So that was the theme of the time of Gemini for you, very much going with the flow. And learning that patience too, not sort of trying to force things, just let things come at you, and therefore you kind of in the rhythm of life rather than trying to sort of fight against the tide, so to speak, Sag. Okay, let's see recent influences. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. So something good is going on here. There could be, very much so. We've got this Pentacles here, Pentacles there, and we've got the Happy Home card. So juggling things quite well. This is a really good card if you are looking into doing something else as well as your day job. This is the card for you to sort of say this will build. You can feed and grow this, whatever this new avenue is for you in terms of, yeah, it could be anything that you want to sort of add value to your already busy day, or your day job. You want to go off and do something else, and that will provide income for you. So you will manage that really well, Sag. So it's another green light, literally, to get on with what you want, doing what you want. And it is the house of receivership with the 8th house, so it could be quite good for you monetary down the track. Let's see the lesson you're learning. 3 of Swords, so a bit of a grief card there coming in, a bit of heartbreak perhaps, Sag. Something didn't pan out the way you wanted it to in a relationship, or there was 3 people in the relationship, so it just, it had to sort of die. It could be too, just bringing up past times that weren't so happy, maybe associated with your grief, whatever your grief is, and that was the lesson. That obviously, you are looking at it and you're sort of being quite practical about it, and just going, yeah, well, this is just part of my life. I just have to accept it and move on with it, because from time to time the grief card will come up. So acknowledging the grief is the lesson this month, Sag. Near future. And we have the moon. So the moon's going to be blocking your view somewhat. So the moon is a very powerful card. It's the card of great intuition, as well, as we know how powerful the moon can be at certain times of the month. It really is quite, and we've got a big full moon coming on the 4th of July, so in Capricorn. So the moon can sort of disguise things, or it can be deceitful as well. We can see things that aren't there, and it's a time where we just have to bide our time and wait for the clouds or for the dawn to come, so we can see clearly what's been going on. What is the moon hiding for you, Sagittarius? There's something here that will be revealed at a later date, but it will take, a full cycle of the moon. So perhaps by the time we reach August, you will have clarity about whatever's been hidden here. Very interesting when the moon comes in, and you can't really, you don't get to sort of get the quick answer with the moon. You've literally got to wait for a lunar cycle to pass before clarity is bestowed, and you say, oh, that's why that happened. Oh, that's why I didn't get to see what was going on there. It was all blurry and foggy and misty. What's happening that you're not realising? The Empress. Beautiful, abundant female card. It's about just being happy in your space. Female it applies to all genders. It's that sort of blessing of abundance and blessing of life itself, and the miracle of life. And we often take it for granted, and then sometimes we've just got to look at it and think, wow, this is a wonderful world, this is a wonderful gift I have here, and abundance coming through for you. So especially Sag, if you've got new business propositions coming up, it's definitely worth putting energy in, because with the Empress sitting there and what you don't realise is happening, things will really do well for you. So I suggest you get things moving in that area. How others see you. 6 of Swords, travelling, or having been travelling. Things doing quite well for you. You're just cruising along, basically, after a difficult period. So it looks as though you've really come into a nice period here, especially with your mental energy, where you're really quite refreshed. And yeah, look, things get difficult, but then they get fine again. So it's almost like it's a phase too. So it's a lovely card to have, especially if you have been having some difficulties mentally in terms of how you're seeing things, or what's been going on, or what other people have been doing or saying, and sort of confusing you. It's definitely an up and up card, which sort of says, yeah, well, now you can just cruise for a bit. It's fine. it's a travel card as well. So as we know, Sagittarians are one of the most travelled lot of the zodiac. They love to nothing more than spend their time travelling. Positive feelings. The Ten of Swords, so the end of a difficult era. I call this the family curse. So often family situations that can get out of control sometimes, as we all know. This is coming to an end. So it's almost like you've worked really hard on this and you've put effort in to sort of acknowledge that families can be quite dysfunctional, and we are all dysfunctional, but we learn to be functional. So this is a great card to say that's good, you know, it's come to an end, you've sort of seen it through, so you can fix it and send it on its way. You don't need to, that cycle has now finished, as the tens always talk about the finish of a cycle. So you've gotten through that and you're feeling quite positive about it, and what you learnt in that time is invaluable as well, Sag. Okay, let's see the final outcome. And the Eight of Wands. So happiness, free-flowing, no obstacles. This is the Sagittarian card for the Sagittarius in the first week of Sagittarius. Beautiful card, no obstacles. There could be somebody coming into your life as well, just, you know, that is of interest to you and that's meant to be there for you. So all in all, it's a beautiful way to finish this 4-week period. Now I'm going to get my new oracle cards out that I bought over in Glastonbury in the UK. But I'm just learning them, so you'll have to bear with me. I have to read them and we can learn them together. So I'm going to put a oracle card on this lesson, which is the Three of Swords and the Grief card, and we'll see what that further clarifies, why that has been there particularly for this month. Okay, let's get the book. And it is the Cat. The Cat. The Cat reminds you of independence and to set healthy boundaries. Love with freedom. Do not look to own what you desire, for too much attachment can lead to loss. The Cat lends you to its power to live freely, and remember that the adventure is just beginning. Don't forget the cat has 9 lives and always lands on its feet, but it manages to get up unscathed from a fall no matter what happens. On this leg of the journey, you will emerge safe and sound. Live freely, love without unhealthy attachment, and remember that with the cat, your companion, you may fully immerse yourself in life, for there will be many more lives to come. So beautiful. So don't get over attached. Easier said than done, isn't it, Sag? Thanks so much for listening. Talk soon.